Hey, guess what? We're live.
Hey, guess what? It's Jess the Ska Kid in the Knights of the Round Table.
Oh, me, gift points.
And beer guy.
And on the phone with us this evening is Sonic Ammunition from San Antonio, Texas. Hi, guys.
Oh, yeah, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Great. How about we do quick introductions because this is phone to video. So go ahead, introduce yourself, what you do in the band, what you play, etc.
Okay, go for it. This is Milo, and I play the drums. This is Art, and I play guitar and do lead vocals.
My name is Gabriel, and I play the bass, and I also do the massages after the show.
You said you do massages after your show?
That's what I thought I heard.
Yeah, just put some warm milk in the microwave.
So, San Antonio, and you guys are about to be kicking off a tour, correct?
Yeah.
And you just released an EP?
We sure did, called Vampires.
Yes.
Out on Bandcamp right now.
So let's talk about that. You guys found us because you're going to be starting your tour. So talk about when your tour starts and where you're headed and the outlook of such things.
Cool. All right, well, we started the tour on October 10th. We're going to be playing in Tucson, Arizona at a buddy tattoo shop, Ross. And then we're going to head from there. We're going to go to Phoenix, Arizona, to Hollywood, Los Angeles, California, Nathan, Fresno, Santa Cruz, San Francisco, Sacramento, going to be sick. And then we'll be going to Salt Lake City, partying with all the sluts down there. And then we'll be going to Denver, Colorado, Dallas, Texas, and Austin. We got a few dates booked. Yeah, we'll be going all around the West Coast. I'm pretty excited for it. It's called Sex, Blood, and Leather Tour. Oh, yeah.
So you are starting the 10th. When does your tour finish? How many days is it?
It is about 14 days. We start October 10th is on a Wednesday, and our last show is actually in San Antonio on October 27th. And that show's gonna be pretty badass. We're playing with a few good bands, a lot of good bands, Horrifics, Phantom. It's all Hallows Fest, so there's gonna be a lot of good things going on. It's like a whole Halloween event going on. It's gonna be pretty sick.
It's gonna be a badass 2-week tour.
Yeah.
So how did you come to pick this tour route? Why are you going west?
We are going, because we loved it. We actually went out there in January. It was our first actual big West Coast tour, and man, it was sick. I mean, everybody that we came into was just awesome. The people, the scenes, everything, it was great. And, well, I mean, what better month to go back on the road than October?
Halloween.
So how long have you been a band?
We're about 2 years now. Going on 2 years now. Solid 2 years now. And, yeah, I guess December marks the anniversary then. Yeah.
How did you come up with your name?
The name was just, I came up with that, man, way before even the band started, actually. Like, early high school, I came up with that. I just liked it because, it's straightforward. Sonic Ammunition, I mean, it's, Sonic Ammunition is what it is, just straightforward, aggressive sounds that we put out, and I guess, that's what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is. You guys just released an EP, Vampires, yeah? And that came out when? Today? Is today the first day?
Just today.
So
exactly.
We'll be playing that after we do the phone interview with you. Give us a little bit of background about how this EP came to be.
Well, I mean, it's something we have been wanting to do. Like I said, we've been playing for about 2 years now. Our first release was Hallucination, which was pretty cool, but like I said, we've been playing for a while, so now our sound is not, I wouldn't say so much changing, it's just evolving, I guess. It's
Getting more spooky.
It's getting a lot more heavier and stuff, but we really wanted to put something out before tour and show everybody, kind of the direction we're headed in and stuff like that, and what, so we figured, what's better than right before tour, October, and, the EP is subtitled Vampires, so,
That works, and you had said, what was it, Shocktober on our post?
Baby.
So I had never heard of you guys before, and you reached out to me. So how did you come to connect with us?
Actually, y'all had interviewed a buddy of ours, a band of ours called KOTRT. That's how we came across you guys. They told us you guys are pretty cool, and checked out. I'm like, I guess better get this on. But shout out to them.
We just had Hans Gruber and the Diehards here on Tuesday, and when they had
Oh yeah, those are badass, man. Those are some friends of ours too from Austin, Texas. Check them out, those guys.
yeah, that's what they had said because they asked, so who else do you have coming on? And I said, oh, we've got Sonic Ammunition on Thursday. They're like, those guys are fucking awesome. So,
They fucking suck.
no. So how about we talk geography? Because we've had a lot of bands kind of permeate our show as of late. How far away is San Antonio from Austin?
Not that far. It's only like a cheap well, it's like a 2.5 hour drive, but so we get there within like an hour and a half already. It's not that far at all.
Yay, speeding! So, that being said, a lot of the bands that we've had are Austin or Houston or other parts of, Texas. Who, and I ask this of most everyone else, who do you work in collaboration with? Do you have like a sister or buddy band or, one or two bands in particular that you all kind of cross-promote and help get the word out about each other?
No, I wouldn't want to say that because honestly, the way it's been working, really, it's the whole scene involved, really. Just with this tour, we needed, I needed a few help with booking some shows, and I just reached out to everybody. It wasn't even just people in bands. Just people just involved in the scene and stuff. It's pretty much been networking with everybody, really. Not so much a band. When we play a show with a band or something, we help promote each other, of course. Even after the show, it's great to meet them and stuff. But really, it's just the whole networking of just the music scene in general. That has been great and helping us all around. So I guess it's just been in bed with everybody in the scene, I guess you could say.
So tell us about your scene. What is it like in San Antonio? From people in the scene to bands to venues. Tell us about your scene.
Oh, it's horrible. You don't want to come here. The kids come out to the show, they get crazy, they destroy everything. They buy all your merch, so
you ain't never
nothing.
met KOTRT. We ruin everything.
Fucking vampires.
No, they're really friendly, really nice, and very supportive here in San Antonio.
Yeah,
Always nice.
the scene here in San Antonio is so great. Everybody's got each other's back. It's not even like, punk scene or whatever scene. It's just music scene in general, It's just the love that everybody has here for music. It's great.
Everyone helps each other out.
Yeah.
What has been the most helpful to you as a band as far as getting your name out or booking a show?
Like, what do you mean? Like who's helped us the most kind of thing?
What have you done as a band to spread, your music to the world?
Oh, touring. We've been touring recently, and we've been doing a lot of shows. We don't really, we don't like to call them like tours, but we do go out and we've been out to SOC a few times. We've been out to Dallas and stuff. We do shows out there. We try to go out as much as we can, but we don't call them tours. It's like a weekend thing, and it's really just a few shows. But we do, like I said, this is our second big tour that we're doing, and we do plan on heading back out there as soon as we can, which is 3 months actually from now. We plan on just doing this thing all the way to the DJ. But yeah, we've been putting out stuff. We've been working really hard, just practicing a lot. We're actually getting pretty big. So we got a music video out that we just put out about a couple of weeks ago called Vampires 2 as well. You check that on YouTube. We've been pushing for that. Like I said, we've just been doing everything we can. We plan on touring a lot more than what we have been to.
How easy is it for you guys to tour? And when you go on tour, who books that? Or do you all work together and take different areas and work together to do that?
Oh, it's easy because this is our passion. This is what we do. If we're working a really good job and the job won't let us go, well, then fuck them. We'll take off either way. We've done it. We're still good. We're still fine. But I book all the shows myself. This is Art here, in case nobody knows. I book all the shows, and like I said, it's been really great. I've been real fortunate with this tour we got coming up. I hit up the Pirate Punks. They helped us on the West Coast. I got a boy named Dan that helped us. A lot of friends that just really good. Like I said, it's all been people, really, not even people in bands. Just the fact that they're into music and they still happen to dig us. Thankfully, they helped us out. But Yeah.
So here's a next question for us. Because you have kind of a theme going on. Oh, look, I caught a bug out of the air. You have a theme going on. You have an image, so your pictures would show, as well as I would say, kind of, I don't know, it's almost like goth punk imagery to me with the whole vampire thing.
It's sonic ammunition, baby. That's what it is.
How would you define yourself as far as genre goes, and where do you fit in within the scene?
Rock and roll, baby. That's all we are. Just real fast rock and roll. Energetic sound, sonic ammunition. We fit in. We got to play shows with everybody, really. We started out, playing, of course. Our passion is punk, and we started out playing with a lot of punk bands. But really, lately, it's been post-punk bands we've been playing. We play with just rock and roll bands.
Different genres.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we've been playing with everybody. So we've been getting in band with a lot of people. So it's great. I love it.
We all love it.
Yeah, if we had to describe our own scene, I guess, it's just like this is dark rock and roll, I guess, in a way, I just so happen to love horror all around, and it just ties in with our music. I guess this comes natural.
After having previewed what you had sent me, I think that you would fit in very well with a band here called Rat Bat Spider. I think, and Slaughter Party. That would be like a gore-tastic, fun, horror-ish kind of show. So if you ever come this way,
Death all around.
we can have a death show. That'd work perfect.
Hell yeah, definitely would do it. I think we do follow Red Bat Spider. Those guys are pretty awesome. I think I've checked out some of their shit. Shout out to them, guys. Hey. Set up that fucking show and we'll be out there. Just set it up and we'll be there.
Oh.
We have to quit and jobs. Fuck it.
Wow. Careful
So
what you ask
we've
for.
noticed that a lot of bands, have a van. Either they've purchased it or they've rented it. What does tour look like for you guys? Like, do you?
We're in an old beat up Ford F-150 2000 truck, baby. That's the Sonic Mobile right there.
The Sonic Mobile.
Is it blue?
Is it blue?
If it's
No, it's not blue. It's red, baby. Blood.
Oh, sorry. We were going with collecting coins, motherfuckers, because Sonic on tour would just be like, bring, 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 bring.
No. But you know what? Actually, I think we're actually just going to probably go with the rental of the Sonic Mobile. It's got a few years on it. It's getting needs a break, so we might just go with the rental.
Do you?
Maybe roller skate out there. Who knows? We'll figure it out.
As far as your band, because you are a three-piece, who do you all work in collaboration to write your music, or is there a predominant one main human who is like band dad who says this is what we're doing?
I sit all these fuckers down and I tell them they go this way and that way, and they don't. No. No, it usually, it starts off with just a basic, not a basic, I don't know. Just a basic, simple riff, couple of riffs that I'll come up with a guitar, and like, these guys are talented, man. I mean, Milo, I've been jamming with him for a while, and Gabriel on bass, and these guys know what they're doing, so all you gotta do is just show them a simple riff, and it expands from there. Sometimes it goes based off the riff, sometimes the whole thing just changes completely different, but it's good chemistry that we have going on.
How do you come up with your content for your lyrics?
Lyrics? Oh man, that's all inspirational from all around as far as just, being into the whole horror thing, Halloween horror movies. I mean, we love the old 1940, 50 classics, as well as the 80s, of course, that has a big influence on us. But that, and then with life, the way things are, the hectic things, the crazy shit that happens every fucking day. I mix that, I write all the lyrics myself, and I try to mix that in between, I guess, horror and reality, because reality is scary. I don't know, but I guess that'd be the best way to put it. I try and tie them in between each other because they're pretty well hanging out well, I think.
So how did you guys come to meet? And is anybody in other bands?
I'm not sure. You remember that mother? Fuck, dude.
We're in no other band. Sonic Ammunition is us, and we are.
Hey, Red Bat Spider, if y'all guys need a guitarist, let me know. No, we're not any of that. This is Sonic Ammunition. Like I said, this is our main focus right now. We're gonna go all the way with it. Whether it takes us to the top or the bottom, whatever. Who gives a shit? We're having fun doing it. Like I said, I've known Marlo since high school, man. we've never really had a band, but we jammed, together, and the bass player is like, we're all brothers here pretty much. Like I said, I grew up with Milo. Again, I'll say it like 20 times, repeating myself, it's the rum. But yeah, like I said, I grew up with Milo pretty much since our elementary years, and Gabriel's like my real blood brother, so, it works out great.
Like you poked your fingers and rubbed them?
I'm sorry?
I said, so like you poked your fingers and rubbed them real blood brothers, or like blood as in like you come from the same lineage?
Well, we did do that too. We did both ways, I guess. Yeah. And then Gabriel does the massages as he mentioned earlier, so that kind of brought him in.
How did you guys get into music? What are your influences?
You want to go first, Gabriel? Gabriel, bass player?
I don't know. I've always been involved in music, like really since I can remember. It's always been in my life, whether I wanted to play or not. It was just sort of always there. And then whenever Sonic Ammunition came around, it was just kind of follow the music, And when it comes to like inspiration and stuff, I listen to pretty much everything, like classical music, punk rock, old school rock, like hair metal and stuff like that. I love it all, really.
Art here. Same thing. I've always been involved in music. I always loved it. I don't know why. I just do it. It's awesome, I guess. And so real always liked it. I picked up the guitar. Didn't have a teacher or anything. I just kind of started just playing along with the radio and taught myself everything. And inspiration, man, I love The Clash. I love No Problem from Canada. If you guys are listening, you want to play with me, fuckers. Keep saying that in the interview. And yeah, I love 80s hair metal too as well. Everything here is fucking hair metal. So,
and like with me, it would be like mainly like I was always inspired by like my family too. They're like musically influenced and everything they play, and like all these instruments and everything, and like same thing goes over here, like the hair metal and all that growing up, and then from there just I was like the drums are good, so I need to take out my rage on something, so I might as well take it out on the fucking set. So
Ask your question, kid.
I have a question.
hey, what's up, man?
First,
Who is this? Who are we talking to here? This is not Jess.
This is Kiff. Usual
Kid. Hey.
Alright, how old were you when you started playing, and what instrument was it? And what other instruments can you play?
Ooh, all right. Well, I was about 13, 14, and I think it was the bass, actually, was my first instrument. It was a Fender bass. It was one of those that come with a little amp, little cool package. So I was the coolest kid on the block with that thing. But, yeah, I started playing bass. The first songs I learned were too, simple stuff like the Ramones, stuff like that. It was great. After that, I just started, like I said, I didn't have a teacher or anybody, so I would just plug in whatever was on the radio, whatever CDs was on or anything. I just played to it and started learning like that. So I can play bass guitar, a little bit of drums. I can play the cello. I can play the flute. I can also play a little bit of keys. I can play the skin flute very well. And yeah, that's all I can do. I can't do much, but So yeah, here you go, Gabriel. Your turn.
I sort of played drums for a while. Started out in church and then kind of went on to school. And then from there, I learned keyboard as well. And then whenever Sonic Ammunition came around, that's really when I started paying attention to the bass and actually got in depth into the instrument itself.
Yeah, Gabriel didn't play bass for shit, actually. He kind of stepped on it, and I kind of was like, Gabriel, here's these songs, and he learned them fast. Like, he jumped in really quick, like I said, and these guys know what the hell they're doing. He's musically talented all around. Here, Milo.
The first instrument I ever played was drums. First it was air drums, and then I was like, you know what, let me put it in real life. So got a first imaginary instrument there. But yeah, it was just the drums, and then like right after high school, I started picking up like a little bit of like bass, just like little easy bass guitar tabs. But yeah, I still stick to the drums are my favorite.
So you have this new EP that came out. Oh my gosh, there's feedback. I can hear myself talking to you. So, recording. Tell us about that. Do you guys record all of your own stuff? Do you go through somebody to record it? How's that go?
Oh, well, we actually, there's some good friends of ours here called, they work at Matador Studios. Tommy Munter and Juan Cholino. Those guys are great, man. I mean, they've actually been recording a lot of people here with the San Antonio team. They've really grown. They're really great. They're easy to work with. Really, really professional-wise. I mean, we recorded our Hallucination EP on that, and we didn't know what the hell we were stepping into. We went in there, and man, it was great. The studio was so clean, so professional, it was great. I mean, I don't know. I felt like we were rock stars when we jumped in there, man, because, I mean, their shit is great. Check out Matador's recording studios. If anybody ever wants to record some good shit, check them out. Those are the guys. They're so easy to work with and great, like I said, and on top of the spot. We went in there not knowing, thinking, just plug in, jam, that's it. No, I mean, they taught us things too as well. Like, like now we know, there's certain ways to sing into the mic and, stay on tune. I mean, those guys are great. Just check them out. But that's what we do. We go to Matador Recording Studios. Those are our guys right there.
Do they also press your music?
No. Our pressing actually goes through a guy that a company called Next Day Custom Tees. Those guys are fucking awesome. Shout out to them. Those guys do printing of T-shirts, CDs, buttons. They do it all. Those are the guys we go through. They do our CD pressing and our T-shirts. So those badass T-shirts you see at the merch table that glow in the dark, that's Next Day Custom Tees right there. Shout out to our Who and all those boys there. Those guys have helped us out so much. Awesome.
So here's my next question. So that I understand, you go to Matador and you record, then they give you your tracks, and then you send it over to Next Day, and they press your stuff?
Exactly. That's exactly what we do. We go to Matador Records. Those guys work their magic. They master it out, and then we get the tracks. We approve. We send them to fucking Raul at Next Day Customs. Those guys press our CDs. They do the CD pressing. They do the printing onto the CD. They even do the booklets that's in the CD.
Ooh.
All the way to the control case. They do it all. I recommend you guys hit them up, Driver Needs. Those guys are awesome.
That's pretty fucking cool.
So then my next question, do you use a distributor to distribute your music? Such as CD Baby or anything like that?
Nah.
Yay!
They said something.
Fuck that. We just do it word of mouth, hand it out, Bandcamp.
That's the fucking way to do it.
Thank you. Amen. Amen.
Not gonna
Amen.
fucking
So, when you go through Matador and then you go through Next Day, is there any sort of contractual agreement that they have rights to your music? Or you just pay and it's a service, they've done it?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty much like picking up a hooker, You go in there and
I don't know. Is she a vampire hooker? And is she on her period? Because you guys are totally all about that, right?
Well,
They don't say no on Shark Week. Oh, I'm a bad human.
It's a brown November for them.
Answer the question. I'm sorry.
Oh, what was the question? Oh, yeah, I got lost. I got hookers and I got lost. I get excited. Okay, what?
Do you still maintain, using the services you do you still maintain all of the rights and royalties to your own music? Or is there some sort of weird contractual agreement where these people also now own your music because they pressed it and recorded it?
Oh, no, fuck that. No, these guys are great. Like I said, Matador is there to, they're there to help musicians and then, it's a business as well. But those guys are awesome. Like I said, they're there just to record and do what you're there to do, and that's that. You record, you get your shit done, they master the fuck out of it, it sounds great, they send it to you, and what you want to do with it is up to you. Raul is the same thing. I mean, he's there, he helps, all these guys are there to help out bands as well, Yeah, they're businesses, but in the end, like, they're all for the music, and that's what makes these great. That's why we keep going back to these guys, because I mean, like that. There's no contract. There's no we own this and that. Like fuck all that. These guys are really cool and solid music. We love them.
Yeah, we're gonna cheers to that because everybody else we've talked to.
Very great. That's the best thing I've ever heard.
Everybody else uses like Bandcamp or DistroKid or something like that, and then when we play their shit, it pops up that person owns their right. So then I've done research and I've told these bands that like you're losing money and the rights to your own music, and I get well, we're just kind of lazy and they get it onto the platforms we need. So what you're saying is you guys are willing to do the legwork to get your music onto the appropriate platforms.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to go so much, but I mean, you don't need that shit. It seems like Like, I mean, that's great. You want to put your shit on CD Baby and get on Spotify, I mean, great, more power to you. I mean, you're good. You can get just as much done as put it on your subs. I mean, we have...
What did you just say? Say that again. Please just say that again.
Okay, here we go.
You get just as much if you, do it yourself?
Yeah, just DIY.
Oh.
Baby, I mean,
Thank you. Thank you. Interview over. That was great. No, just kidding.
Bye.
That's wonderful to hear. So you're going on tour, and you have these EPs, and you said that they also print all this other stuff as far as merch is concerned. Did they do all of your merch? And what kind of merch do you have?
Oh man, we got it all. We got a lot. We got stickers. We got tees. We got hats, buttons, shirts, necklaces, koozies.
You have necklaces?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We got necklaces,
Underwear.
Underwear being pressed right now, actually. So, so be ready for that. But yeah, we got bonus on t-shirts. We got this simple, not simple, but this regular shirts. Badass shirt is what I should say. Yeah. We got a lot of stuff actually. You can just come to the merch show. We even got a pumpkin that we like to have people stick their hands and see what kind of grades they come out. Yeah, so come up and see what's up. You know, you can't see what you're sticking your hands and you'll put something on. It might be something you want, it might be something you don't want, yeah. You'd be surprised, but yeah, like I said, guys, just anybody listening out there, just come up to the table, talk to us. We'd love to talk to all you. We got a lot of crazy stuff in merch table. We do got some funky stuff, but we don't like to talk too much about the stuff we have out of the ordinary because we do like to have fun with our fans, and we do have weird stuff for them at the table if they want to get weird. But if not, like I said, we have shirts, we have a lot of good stuff. All the basic stuff, all the stuff you would and would not expect at the table. So just come up and check it out.
Yeah, I'm intrigued too.
Come on.
After this, can you just let us know what kind of merch you have? Because like now I'm like,
After the
I don't get to
interview?
go to a merch table, so I want to see what weird stuff you have.
No, you can send us your credit card information and we'll just send you whatever. You know, we got you. Yeah.
After you send yours to me, so I can also provide you my merch then.
Perfect, it works.
Hey, I don't have panties or anything. That's cool. Like, do you have fangs on these underwear? Because that would be
It's
appropriate.
blood or bust.
The fingers separate. They come later on after the show. You know.
Fang or bust? Is that what you?
Blood or bust.
Blood or bust? Oh God. Oh my goodness. But they do everything for you. Next day.
I'm sorry?
Next day does all that.
Those are our merch buddies right there.
Cool. So
Yeah, Big Cousin Cheese is the one to go to. Raul is the guy that runs the shop. His team is great. The people that run everything are just so friendly and awesome. I mean, that's, like I said, we wouldn't be doing business with them if they weren't, you know, just about it, you know. And those guys are great. I mean, they're not trying to fucking run you dry. I mean, they're just there to help you, and you know, you're there to help them in a way. So they don't stick around.
the imagery that is on the sleeve that you provided me. Who does your art and imagery for your merch and your album?
Actually, we have one artist that does all of our art, and that's the one I'm singing to, and his name is Noaj Acides. He plays in a band called Acides. His production thing that he does for artwork is called Ruckus Art. You guys want to check that out, or you can check out Ruckus Art. Noaj Acides, that guy is fucking awesome. If you like our artwork, you'll love all his other shit. His shit is detailed to the max. Yeah.
How did you come to find these people? Like when you started your band and then you were like, we need to record and we need an artist. How did you come to find these people? What kind of research did you do?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Noaj Acides plays in a band called He's. I met that guy at Fuck Your Rule, and I think I was the only guy that spoke Spanish, and I think he's from Guadalajara, Mexico. So, you know, we kind of hit it off there, and I just told him, man, dude, you know, I've seen the shit that you can draw. And he can draw. That guy can draw. I mean, he does artwork for other bands, too, as well. But, yeah, I mean, I met him at a that's called Fucking Hero in Oklahoma, and that was a huge party. That's a whole other thing. But, yeah, he was really cool. Raul, I've met him. I mean, they're really fluent in the scene. They do merch. He plays in a few bands. They're in a cool band called KOTRT, and they're like a badass ska band. You should check them out. Met them. We just met people through shows, you know, like I said, it's just been a great community. We really have nothing bad to say about, you know, our experiences. Like the first tour we went on, everybody asked, you know, how was it, you know, what, anything go bad? And it was like, no, and like, it was so fortunate that everybody just came through together. And it's the way it's been. I mean, we've played and everyone's been so welcoming and, you know, oh, let me help you with this and that. You know, it's a great community we've been involved in, just music generally. So thank you, everybody.
When you guys booked your tour, did you contact venues to book, or did you, you know, and did they then, you like say set the show up, or has your responsibility been to like research the bands in that area once securing a venue to like put the bill together? How has that worked?
Well, actually, like, there's been a few venues that have hit us up, and there's a few venues that we hit up to some of the tours going on. So it's been a both ways, you know. I've been hitting up different venues, different people. A lot of people have been told, like I said, shout out to the Pilot Punks. Thank you so much for helping us guys. Those guys have helped us out since the beginning of our first tour. And just a lot of people that I've met recently too, just shouting out, you know, asking for help, you know, like I guess posts and stuff, you know. What's the question? I forgot right now.
Well, FYI, if you ever need help with booking in California from San Diego down into actual Mexico, we have a contact for that. Shout out to Thomas.
Okay, well, actually, we do need help. There is a few shows that we are still trying to book, and that is within the San Diego, Santa Carla area.
Well, my friend, we will connect you after this show tonight, and Thomas will work his magic to do that. Yeah. So he runs and manages a band called Epic 18, and
shout out to Epic 18.
When I first met this guy, we started working together, and we did like, hey, I have a band from Kenosha that's going to California, and he booked them there, and I was like, hey, this worked. So after the show, I'm all finished with what we're doing. I will put a group text together so that you all can connect, and he can start working to help you guys.
Awesome, thank you, guys.
Yay! Connecting the world!
Sure. Jess, you just got yourself a free t-shirt.
Hey, that sounds great. Woo! We'll share. We'll share. I can send stuff too. I just need an address. We'll send stuff. So, moving forward, what do you project as far as a goal with your band? After this tour and you come back, what do you want to do with Sonic Ammunition?
World domination, baby. World domination. Actually, you know, like we said, we plan on going, having a good time, meeting people, having a good show. Hopefully, you know, they dig us. If not, we'll be back again. It'll be a nice show. There'll be another summer after that. Like I said, we it's really, like, Sonic Ammunition, it's bigger than just us three, you know. It's for us, to us anyways, you know, it's an opportunity just to get away, you know. We love it. We love the passion for music. I mean, we put our hearts into this shit. I mean, love being out on the road. This is our priority right here. I mean, like I said, we have jobs and we have, you know, a whole going on, but fuck all that. Like I said,
yeah, that's what we do too. We're all about the part of it.
Yeah, like I said, we just be ready, guys. We do definitely have a lot more music videos come out. For a lot of unreleased songs. I think that's going to be our strike. So we're going to be releasing a lot of videos before we release the songs. Definitely we're going to release a full length after we're done with tour. So that'll be there. Vampires, like I said, just a little kiss. A little vampire kiss of what we got coming out. But just follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Like I said, sometimes we do spontaneous things in the middle of the night. Or we go live and we show things that you wouldn't always see other bands showing.
Haha!
And then we do it right away.
We've done that too.
Right away.
It's that getting weird thing in the middle of the night and going, hey, we should go live and show the world something. Oh.
Weird is our middle name. We love to get weird. Hashtag us get weird. Let's get weird.
So, you had mentioned earlier in this interview that you have a music video out on YouTube. So, talk about that for a little bit. How, like, who created it? Who made it? You know, that sort of thing.
Well, like I said, we came up with a song called Vampires, and we were like, man, it sounds cool. We wanted to come up with a catchy, quick, you know, just like a chant kind of thing. And we also wanted to put a video, and we thought, oh, you know, it would be a like I said, everything we do is, it's always towards progress the band, but at the same time, we're having fun doing it. If we weren't having fun, we weren't enjoying it, we wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
So, we wanted to put out a video, and we figured, hey, what better way to put out a video than Vampire's quick chat? It's fun, it's good, it's fast, it's catchy, or at least we think it is. Some people, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, we did that. We got together. It really was just us three that did it for the most part. I mean, we got a buddy named Adrian that does our pictures for us, and comes and films it. I mean, this kid gets down. He's a young fucker, but I mean, this guy's always at our shows. You'll see him around the merch table. Say what's up, so I'm a drink. Just what's up to the bartender. But yeah, he's cool. Like I said, it was only us. It was us, pretty much us five that put it together. And a few friends, like 2 more friends, and that was that. We got together and we did it on camera actually. Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, that was just like us, just like just tipping our dicks in the water, pretty much. Just expect full penetration. Next video. And like I said, we love movies. We love all that horror stuff. So that all came in with the thrill of it, and
It's just fun.
it's fun. So expect more fun. More big stuff. Sure.
So, Kif's got a question.
Is there any live video of you guys?
Is it Kip or is it Skip? I'm Kip.
Kif, C-I-F,
Oh,
Kif.
Kid. Oh, a kid. Oh, Kid.
It's a
I can't
hard,
tell if I was like, hey, what's up, kid? And hey, what the fuck, dog?
it's a hard C.
Okay, what's up, kid?
It's a hard C. It's KIF. C-I-F.
Oh,
Anyways.
kid.
Yes. Like,
Oh, kid.
Nice.
No,
Ah,
it's still not getting there.
whatever.
Okay.
It's, okay.
Moving
Is there live video, you guys?
Yeah. Actually, our friend Adrian posted them on his video. It's called what is it? Live Raw Films at YouTube, man. That guy posts our live feed on there. We actually had like a super secret show that was hard for us not to keep under wraps, but they told us they didn't want me to say anything, so it was like kind of like what do you call them? Like a private kind of event. But that one's on there.
Hey, I have a question.
Okay. Sure.
Sorry to interrupt you. Is he, does he also do stuff with Flip and the Combined Effort?
Flip and combined effort?
Okay, if you're asking
No,
questions like I'm an
never
alien,
mind.
then no.
Yeah, that's a big word there. Sure, he can flip and he can make
No,
effort.
Flip and the Combined Effort is a ska band out of Texas.
Oh, man, I've never heard of them. But guys, if you're listening, fucking thanks your shit, man.
They came with a videographer who came and did all of their video on their tour, and his name was also Adrian. So
Oh,
it was interesting. Sorry, I was seeing it.
no, this agent Acosta, this guy, this is a young cat, and this guy really, he's cool. I mean, he really doesn't do anything like that, really. But I mean, for us, and he's real cool. Like, he's really just a friend of the band. He's a really good friend. He's always there. You'll catch him at hanging with us at shows and everything. That guy's just awesome. He's awesome. He's an awesome guy. Shout out to Adrian.
Oh wow.
A little rocky.
Is it just you three going on tour, or do you have an entourage of other people going with you?
One day, maybe.
No, right now we're just gonna do that 3. We're just gonna go out and fuck it. We usually kind of do that, but usually it's just us 3, and we're just like, fuck, we'll get out there, see what's up. Maybe one day we'll have a little entourage. We do actually have a little entourage, but they couldn't make it for this tour. So shout out to those guys, I guess, for not making it on tour.
Shout out to those guys for not supporting us this time.
Maybe next time, hashtag.
What has been the best medium for you as far as social media is concerned on getting your information out to the world?
Instagram, that's the one we love to use. Instagram, that's the one to follow us on. I mean, Facebook's cool, it's whatever, but they got so much shit going on there now. Now you got to pay for your shit to be put on something, and I don't know, it's kind of just like, I guess we just have our Facebook just the fact that so it's on there in a way. But really, I mean, Instagram's the one we always keep up with, we're up to date on. I mean, that's the best way to get in touch with our friends. It seems like right away, too.
Why
You go
Instagram?
live.
Why Instagram?
Yes, right, Instagram. Like,
But why?
Instagram. Put me on to the left. Facebook, Instagram. Right. Yes, Instagram is the way to go. Instagram, follow us at Sonic Ammunition _ammunition. Follow us, guys. Like I said, we do some funny stuff in the middle of the night. Like, none of that we're not show you. But we will, because we don't give a fuck, and we like to party and have fun. So follow us on Instagram, please, guys. I mean, give us a like on Facebook, I guess, but whatever.
You got quite a few today.
Yeah.
First, follow Jess the Ska Kid.
Wow, Wayne's World. That was great. So in closing, I guess, or as we're getting closer to wrapping up.
Oh, no.
I know. All right.
You want to talk for another whole 2 hours?
No, you don't. No, you don't. We're way better in person
You
anyway.
should just come here.
You gotta schedule a tour and come this way.
Now, the party's just getting started.
I'm out of beer. I don't have a beer right now, so my party has ended because I'm stuck talking to you fucks.
That's what you got a bottle of liquor. That's what we do.
You're doing it. So,
By the way, guys, we're big rum and vodka drinkers, so you come out to our shows and offer us drinks, and you will give us some shit.
Don't challenge
Okay, and we
anyone
also
from
like
Wisconsin.
a lot of weed. So come out and fucking party. Let's party, guys. We love to party. It's not a sick show for you fuckers. Come on and party, be friendly. We love you guys. We love everybody who likes the show. It's a nice party.
so
We all have a good time.
how often do you think you will tour?
How often?
Yeah. Like, what's the plan to come to the Midwest?
Every 3 months.
Did you say every 6 months?
No,
Three.
No, every 2 3 years, every decade, we'll plan on we're vampires, so it don't matter. But no, really, honestly, we plan on going out every 3 months. Like we're done with this for October, then we'll be out for March, and then we'll be back again for summertime, and then back October. That's kind of the route we're running.
So if that's your plan, where will March's tour be focused on, or are you going to continue to stay west? Are you planning on coming to the Midwest? Are you
I don't
planning
know.
on
I
going
mean, Red Bat Spider. I mean, they're saying something about a show setting up there, so maybe that'll be the kickoff, and we'll work our way down through there. We'll see.
Yeah.
This place.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right here.
you definitely need to come here because we like to party. That sounds like a song.
it sounds like a challenge.
No challenges. We're not going to challenge anybody.
Oh, okay.
Not doing that. How'd that end last time, Mr. Pizza?
Who's telling you? Hey, what's up, kids? What's up? Who's
So-
You don't stand NXT or what? What? I don't know. Some of my challenges. Yeah, we gotta challenge yourself, bro. Get
All right.
better, base.
Social platforms. Where can people find you online? We already discussed Instagram. We talked about Facebook. You're on Bandcamp and you're on YouTube. Do you have your own website?
Well, Tinder got deleted for some reason.
No, but we will be uploading on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, we do have a YouTube channel, Sonic Ammunition. We got 2 videos on there so far. We'll be uploading some more. Please just follow us on Instagram. That is the big one. We cannot push enough because, like I said, we can go live. We do anything on there. Like I said, we do things on there at midnight that a lot of people have seen, a lot of people have not seen. So just go on there. Like I said, we're a band. Yes, music is a form of anything, but we do like to have fun, and we put on a great show. And so come on, have a good time. We put out forth a good show. Our music, we know music is a thing and everything, but at the same time, we have an audience to give back to that's there for being us to watch us. So we put on a good show for them. We can just give them that 10, 15 minutes, 30 minutes of just, forgetting about all the bullshit that's going on in life and just enjoy some good music, have a good time. And that's what we do. And it's a reward to us. And we love that.
Oh yeah. Do you have a website?
Website? Yeah, we do. It's www.instagram.com/Sonic Ammunition or Facebook or you know what you can actually, I mean, if you guys want to get personal or send some personal stuff, you guys can send it to monsterbaiter91@gmail.com. That's our email address. monsterbater91@gmail.com. Yes, monsterbaiter.com. That's our email address, guys. So if you want to send anything else, you want to How can you just send it Instagram. Back to Instagram. You know, Instagram is the main one we use. You get shit right away on there. You know, they don't charge us like fucking Facebook. What's that apple's name? Like,
What fucking Facebook are you using, you guys?
Zuckerberg, Tom Zuckerberg. What Tom?
What fucking Facebook are you using? I go live. I do all the cool shit that you're talking about on Instagram at midnight. Woo, bats and shit. Nobody ever charged me.
Yes, baby, but you need to be on at the Vampire Dark Hour with the 13th hour, which is between 1 and 3, the witching hour, and that is when the creepy stuff comes out.
Motherfucker, you ain't got kids. The witching hour is between 3 and 6 when it's dinner and homework time. You ain't never seen nothing scarier than other kids.
I'm talking about 3 p.m. I'm talking about a.m. a.m. There's no dinner going on there. That you got going dinner at 3 a.m.
Sometimes, motherfucker, that's bedtime. That is dinner then.
Not for vampires like us, baby. Rock and roll.
Well, I might have a tiny hat, and I might bite people.
I'll be all right.
Oh my god. So this was like morning for you then, hey?
Well, it's kind of like just hanging out hour.
This is the afternoon.
I mean, I guess so.
I like that you don't have times. Everything is done by a certain, like, title hour. This is the witching hour, this is the dinner hour, this is the hanging out hour, this is the sonic ammunition hour here on Jess the Ska Kid.
Exactly. The witching hour followed by the sonic ammunition hour, which is the party hour, baby.
Oh, goodness gracious. So, in closing, once again to highlight, you start tour on the 10th. Hello?
Yes.
Hello, yeah. I mean, there was a long pause there. Are you vampires paying attention? Come on. You start tour on the 10th. Banicula? He eats vegetables. 2-week tour. What about bunny vampires? Do they count? What? Oh my god. This has devolved.
It totally has.
Yep, time.
So, we're gonna play the new EP. After a short break.
Yes, the new EP.
Is there anything that you would like to say in closing to anybody?
We're fucking coming for you guys. We're fucking coming for you guys. Enjoy the new EP. There's a lot more that came from, you know what I mean? And fucking just come out to the shows, guys. We love you. Thanks for coming out. Thanks to everybody that supported us since the beginning, really. And just thank you, Jess. Thank you, Kid back there. And
Kid.
like I said, the witching hour is coming up, guys. So you be sure to like us and follow us on Instagram.
And remember.
And on today's Drawloween, just so everybody knows, it's oh no, my mom turned into a werewolf. And on Inktober, it's Spell. So if you're artists, go ahead, draw it up. Hashtag things, do that thing, because we support all
My
of us.
brother told me to do one time, and that was the craziest sex I ever had. And after that, never went back. That was it. That was crazy.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to take a short break and play your music.
No, thank you, guys. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you for everything. Follow us. Come to the merch table. We love you guys. Follow Sonic Ammunition. Like I said, you will not be disappointed. Remember the witching hour. Remember the witching hour.
Remember October 10th in Tucson, Arizona starts the tour.
Tucson, Arizona.
All right, thanks. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks, bye.
It's Kiff.
Bye.